Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving. I did a thing. I never ever buy anything on Black Friday. Well, why do they even call it Black Friday anymore? Because all the sales are on Thursday. I bought me a laptop. Went online, walmart.com, got me a good Black Friday deal. Don't have to fight the crowds or try to stand in line to get it. Nothing, so that's awesome. I'm excited about that. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I wanted to sit down for a minute and give my update for my Buspirone. I've been on it about 5 weeks or so, give or take. When I initially started out, I started out at a starting dose of 5 milligrams twice a day. When I first started, that made quite a bit of difference. I guess just because my body wasn't used to it, it helped. It didn't completely make my anxiety go away, but it did kind of help me relax, and it really helped my sleep pattern. But as the month went on, I started noticing I just started slipping back. It just wasn't doing any good anymore. Like, basically my body adjusted. So my doctor just increased me to 10 milligrams 3 times a day. So basically she's more than doubled it. So one thing I know, when I did my initial review, I remember the two biggest side effects I talked about was stomach problems and feeling spaced out. My stomach problems, as I said in that video, I have a lot of stomach problems just due to my anxiety alone. So I don't really attribute that to any particular medication. It's not any worse than what I normally deal with. And as a matter of fact, after so long of being on this medication, it seemed to help improve my stomach issues. Until my body adjusted to it. And the other side effect I mentioned was feeling spaced out. I would have moments when I first started taking this that I would just stare off into space for 30 seconds, a minute or more before I would catch myself. Kind of had a difficult time focusing. So, and that got better as the month went on. I didn't have that problem anymore. But now with the increased dosage, and I've only been on the increased dose for a couple days, I will say the biggest issue that I'm having right now, since I've increased the dose, is definitely spaced out, but I would almost say like a feeling of being disconnected. Like today's the perfect example. I work at Walmart. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Very busy, lots of noise, lots going on around me. And it's almost like I was in my own little bubble. I could hear the noise and the people around me, but it's like I was in a different, like there was a barrier between me and them. Like the noise, everything was kind of muffled. And I hate to say that I feel like I'm drugged, but I kind of do feel like I'm drugged. But I will also say there was some stuff going on at work tonight, without going into any kind of detail, that normally would have either sent me into a meltdown or a full-fledged panic attack. it didn't bother me. I just straight up didn't care, whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, I didn't much care for anything tonight. So, but, my thing is I've only been on this increased dose for a couple days. So I'm like, okay, I probably need to give my body some time to adjust to it before I make any judgments. But, yeah, like I said, I hate to say it feels like I'm drugged, but it definitely does, because like I said, it almost feels like I'm in my own little dimension. But anyway, overall though, it has helped my anxiety until my body adjusted to it. And so now we're going for this increased dose, see where we go from here. I know throughout the month I might have had maybe one panic attack a week. A little bit of heightened anxiety. But I mean, you've got to look at when I first started taking this. The reason I got help is because there was some days where I would have a panic attack day after day after day after day, and it just all got to be too much. So my doctor is also putting me on Zoloft. I had a bad experience with Zoloft before. It made me so sick. I'm talking about throwing up sick. So I was a little hesitant to try Zoloft again, but her thing was, she said, well, maybe they started you out on too high of a dose. They didn't let you adjust to it. So she has me starting off with taking just half of it, and then I'm taking half for the first week, and then I'm going to take a whole one. It's 50 milligrams. Take it at bedtime. So, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna just hope for the best. I have taken it the last 2 days, and I haven't felt horrible like I did before, so that's promising. I'm sorry. That's promising. Anyway, so that's about it for right now. After I've been on this increased dosage for a couple weeks on the Buspirone, I'll give an update on how that's working out for me, and I'll also, of course, update on the Zoloft and how that's working. So I'm going to wind down from here and go to sleep. I gotta go in at 4 o'clock today for the Black Friday sale, so gotta be well rested. Gotta fight those crowds and guard those pallets, and not a good situation for somebody with anxiety. But 9 times out of 10, our manager puts me on register because I am cashier trained, so I'm hoping that's what happens. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful night and a blessed Thanksgiving. Bye.